Over the past 7 days, cryptocurrencies have been dropping significantly. If we take a quick look at CoinMarketCap, you can see the Bitcoin is down 13%, Ethereum is down 15%, Binance Coin down 10%, Solana 22% in the red, and XRP also down 20%. A lot of people say that the bull run is over. We saw the top and we will now see a massive correction from there. But as you all know, I'm neither looking at any indicators nor paying attention to news. I'm just looking at the higher timeframes and I'm just looking at technicals. So in today's video, I want to give you a quick breakdown of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Solana, and XRP, basically showing you what the trading opportunities are, where you can look for setups, and why this overall bull run is not over. Let's actually go to the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, first of all, I am looking at the monthly time frame. So it's a higher time frame, meaning that every single one of those candles is representing 1 month of price action. And situation on Bitcoin is basically pretty simple. If we do a quick technical analysis, you can see that we do have this ascending trend line. We already had a couple of touch points in the past, one in 2019, one in 2020, and just a recent one in 2023. Furthermore, we also have this horizontal support / resistance level, where you can see we had previous resistance a first time, previous resistance a second time, and then it was turned support after the break towards the upside. And then you can see that there is a third relevant line, which is this previous all-time high, roughly, you can see $65,000. We had a first rejection towards the downside, a second rejection towards the downside, and at the moment, Bitcoin is once again retesting this resistance. Yes, on the monthly time frame, we already saw a new all-time high last month. This month so far, Bitcoin is correcting, as I mentioned, down roughly 13%. But I would not consider this a valid breakout yet, because if we simply close back below the resistance this month, then this was simply a fake out. But as you can see, this chart is moving from the bottom left to the top right, which means we are in an overall uptrend. And Bitcoin is perfectly creating highs, followed by a correction. Highs, followed by a correction. Highs, followed by a correction. Keep in mind, we still have another 12 days until this monthly candle will actually close. And the overall trend is just towards the upside. There is no reason to freak out now. Even if we do get a correction away from this previous resistance, potentially even to retest the next structure towards the downside, which you can see is roughly at this $30,000 level, Bitcoin is still in a bullish market. If we do get this correction, then you can go ahead and add to your long position or just enter a new long position if you're not long on crypto already. But overall, the trend is higher. Maybe we will see a breakout immediately. Maybe we will see a pullback. There is no reason to freak out. And inside of the Elite program, we are not selling Bitcoin. That's it for Bitcoin. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum is not as strong as Bitcoin. So of course, at the moment, you should own more Bitcoin than Ethereum. But also right here, situation is pretty simple. We have this first horizontal level, which same thing basically as on Bitcoin, we had previous resistance. After the break towards the upside, it was then turned support, indicating this continuation towards the upside. And we are currently having this resistance roughly at the previous all-time highs. You can see roughly at this $4,000 level. We had resistance a first time. We had resistance a second time, and this is now acting as resistance. So far, Ethereum is down roughly 17% this month. But also right here, you can see this chart is moving from the bottom left to the top right. We are in an overall bullish market, and Ethereum always has an impulse followed by a correction. Impulse followed by a correction. Impulse followed by a correction. Also right here, we could even see a pullback all the way down to $2,000. And Ethereum is still in a bullish market. If you're not in a long position yet, you can simply wait for a retest of this structure. Bullish confirmation, always very, very important. And then just enter a long position to capitalize on the continuation towards the upside. But also right here, maybe we will even already see a breakout towards the upside in the next couple of months without any real correction. So if you're not in a position, I would personally wait for a potential retest of this $2,000 level. If you are already in a position, also on Ethereum inside of the Elite program, we're not closing out any Ethereum because the trend is towards the upside. BNB, so Binance Coin. Also here, you can see this chart is moving from the bottom left to the top right. No reason to freak out, no reason to sell, because we're seeing impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, impulses, corrections, impulses, and corrections. You can see we had a beautiful break and retest all the way back in 2020, previous resistance after the break towards the upside turned support. And then Binance Coin created this beautiful triangle formation. We had a breakout. I also published a lot of TradingView analysis when Binance Coin was right here. You can just head to tradingview.com and just check it basically out. And at the moment, Binance Coin is retesting this previous all-time high, you can see, which is roughly $650. We had resistance twice in the past, rejecting towards the downside, basically just looking like Bitcoin, basically just looking like Ethereum. Also right here, we might see another retracement back to this next structure towards the downside before we will see the continuation towards the upside, or maybe we will already see the breakout in the next couple of months. But overall, the trend is towards the upside. If you are in any Binance Coin positions, in my opinion, of course, no financial advice, but in my opinion, there is absolutely zero reason for you to sell now. We are in a massively bullish market, and of course, markets do not move towards the upside like this, but you always have impulses, and again impulses, and again impulses, but in the meantime you do have corrections, because otherwise we do have overheating markets, and you certainly do not want to be part of an overheating market. Solana, unfortunately, we do not have a lot of price action on Solana yet. You can see this is basically starting all the way back in 2020. But right here, the only thing which I can tell you is that also here we are approaching this previous all-time high, which was previous resistance. We do have next structure towards the downside exactly right here. If you're not in a Solana long position yet, maybe you can go ahead and enter a first small position now, trying to capitalize on this continuation towards the upside. But obviously there was no bullish rejection at all on the smaller time frames. And also right here, this chart is overall moving from the bottom left to the top right. The overall trend is higher. Maybe we will already see a breakout within the next couple of months. There is absolutely zero reason for you to freak out. Solana just rallied 2,000%, which just indicates that there is a lot of buying pressure, and there is a quite high chance that strength just continues. So on Solana, I'm also pretty bullish, and I would just stay in my long positions. And last but not least, we do have XRP USD, which is actually the least interesting cryptocurrency, because you can see that basically since the beginning of 2018, we had just sideways price action. So for 6 years, XRP has been trading sideways, but you still could have made money on this cryptocurrency, because there is one specific pattern which is playing out every single time this basically sets up, which is this symmetrical triangle formation. We had this beautiful impulse, which was then followed by the consolidation, but we do have this upper resistance where you can always basically short XRP as soon as XRP hits this upper resistance. And on the other side, we do have this lower support. Always when XRP retested the support, we saw a rejection away towards the upside. So you can always go long as soon as XRP retests this lower support. And you can see that at the moment, XRP is actually retesting this lower support. So if you're not in an XRP position yet, and if you want to have an open position on an XRP, right now there is the perfect time to enter a position. I looked at the smaller time frames. We do not have bullish confirmation yet according to my trading strategy. But if we do get bullish confirmation, then there is a quite high chance that XRP will at least once again retest the upper resistance of the triangle. And considering that this is a symmetrical triangle and XRP actually entered bullish into this triangle, there is just a much greater, much higher chance that the breakout will be towards the upside. And as you know, if you want to measure the price target of a triangle breakout, first of all, you can always target this previous all-time high. And second of all, you can look at the move of this previous impulse and just draw this move at the breakout level. And then you can see XRP can even pump all the way up to $300, which I know sounds ridiculous, but back then XRP was trading at $0.006. Right now it's trading at $0.50, and this was already a pump of, you can see, 50,000% towards the upside, which was already quite unreal. Maybe we will see the same thing happening once again. Overall, you can see that all 5 cryptocurrencies are basically looking very, very bullish. There is absolutely zero reason for you to freak out. Now here you can see we do have an analysis overview of everything. If you are in crypto long positions like we are in the elite program, I would really just suggest that you stay in those long positions, you add on dips, and you try to ride the next wave towards the upside. As always, if you want to know exactly which cryptocurrency trades we are in, you can go ahead and click the first link in the description, go to basictrading.net and join the elite program, and you can also sign up for the free trading newsletter, because I will keep you updated also with cryptocurrencies there for free. If you enjoyed today's video, I really appreciate if you smash that like button. Below you can see it's getting a little dark, so it's time to finish this video. I will see you next weekend. And especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies, it is important to keep your long-term vision.